Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend, and we are still talking about punctuation because there's so much to learn about it. So much to learn to be fluent, smooth readers, okay? So we have the period, the question mark, the exclamation point, the comma, and the ellipsis. But on Friday, we were introduced to the quotation marks, right? It's like the speech marks, okay? They come two by two. Writer uses them two before and two at the end and inside of the words that the character says, okay? We get to know the characters better. We get to become the characters. So this one just says, I like cookies. Now, who do you think said that? Yes, it's our comma there, right? And it kind of looks like two commas in the air, right? So, and here I am dressed as a bunny. Yes, but I'm saying it's spring. Okay, I said that it's spring. And again, they can be called speech marks because it shows that the character is speaking. All right. How we read them, we can try to sound like the character, and most importantly, it's making us aware, noticing that what is the character saying? Okay, they said this and this all together and stop, right? That is what the character said. We're getting to know them a little bit. It's important to know what our characters say. They have talking parts in our story. So, quotation marks. All right. Writer might use said, says, replied, cried, exclaimed, asked, yelled, and here the pigeon is asking for something. So, why can't I have a pet giraffe? Asked the pigeon. You know very well why you can't have a pet giraffe there, pigeon. You wanted a dog the last time. One, you didn't even know what a dog was. And two, you thought you just had to water it and put it out in the sun like a plant. So you cannot have a pet giraffe. I don't think people can have pet giraffes. So don't make a book about it and start asking me a million times. Okay. Now, today I am going to read a story, and I think you have all heard of it before. And if you didn't, that's okay, but it's called The Three Little Pigs. So I might need your help being a fluent reader with me and reading some of the words that are in the quotation marks. So like right here, here's the wolf knocking, right? And I try to make my wolf voice a little bit deeper, a little bit like kind of scary, like so I'm not going to read this little pig let me in. There's an exclamation point there. It's in quotations. It's saying the wolf yelled it, so it's going to say little pig let me in, right? That was my wolf voice. Okay, so little pig let me in, yelled the wolf. And then my pig voice, okay, in the quotation marks, when I see that the pigs are talking, I kind of not as small and squeaky as like the duckling. Remember from on Friday we talked about with the pigeon and the duckling? Not as small and squeaky, but I am going to be like, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I'm going to make my voice go up a little bit, said the second little pig, right? So I don't know if you've heard of those famous lines, right? With the wolf goes, little pig, let me in. And then he's like, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. And then he goes, a huff and a puff, right? That's the Three Little Pig story. So I'm probably going to need your help for some of the lines in there, okay? When we're reading today. And I have a bunch of Three Little Pig books that are different. This is like the original one. And then I do want to read you another day about like the Three Little Pigs and the Somewhat Bad Wolf. And then there's the Three Little Pigs, the stories told by the wolf. So there's a lot of different types of Three Little Pig books, different variations of different ways of reading it. Okay, so today we're going to read the original. I mean, it's going to have some different things with it, but mostly the usual. There's three pigs, right? They try to build their house and the wolf comes along. Okay, so this version is by Mara Alperin and Ag Jakuwaska. Hard names to say. So the Three Little Pigs. All right. So there once were three little pigs named Horace, Boris, and Percy. Oh, they have names. I didn't know they had names. Who lived together in a teeny tiny cottage in the forest. One day, Mommy Pig said, I'm guessing I'm going to do like a mom voice, like, you're all too big to live here, so you must go and build houses of your own, but beware of the big bad wolf. Take care of your houses, and take care your houses are safe and strong. Okay, so she's warning about the big bad wolf. That's what she said. She said a lot there. All right, so we have more quotation marks. Ha! Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Chuckled Horace. Not me, giggled Boris. So that's kind of like my pig voice. So who's afraid of the big bad wolf? You ever hear that song before? Yeah, it's a really old story. So they're like, we're not afraid. And so the three little pigs set off. Before long, they reached a large field. All right, so I got quotation marks again. So this is one of the pigs. I'll build my house right here out of straw, Horace cheered. Here's one. So they have question marks. So straw? Are you sure? Asked Percy. Oh, yes, Horace said. Then it's playtime for me. Okay, so he's taking the easy way out, right? Build his house out of straw. And with a pat, 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 and a hip, hip, hey, Horace built a house of straw. Soon after, Boris and Percy reached the edge of the woods. All right, so we got quotation marks again. So this is another pig. I think it's Boris. I'll build my house right here out of sticks, Boris squealed excitedly. Then I can go and play with Horace. So I tried to make it look excited. Oh, here's the wise one, Percy. Sticks? Is that wise? Asked Percy. It's perfect, Boris said. And with a stack, and a tra-la-la-la, Boris built a house out of sticks. I don't know about you, but a house out of straw and a house out of sticks? I mean, the rain and wind are going to knock it down. Let's see. A pet fish? Oh. All afternoon, Horace and Boris laughed and danced. They had quite forgotten their mother's warning. Remember, she said, beware of the big bad wolf. But Percy plodded on. That means kind of like kept going. All right, so quotation marks. So he's thinking out loud here. I want my house to be safe and strong, he thought. Then he came to a brickyard. This is just what I need, he said. So day after day, Percy worked with a rumbly bump and a tip, tip, tap and a heave, heave, ho. So he worked very hard. Until at last, his brick house stood tall and proud. Wow, look at that thing. That is a nice house. Good job. The summer passed. Then one day, Horace was taking a lovely bubble bath in his little straw house when he heard something growling. He peeped out the window and saw two big beady eyes. By my snout, cried Horace, it's a big bad wolf. Okay, this is where, can you help me here? Okay, we got quotation marks, right? And you know what the wolf says, right? Okay, so can you use in your deep voice, little pig, let me in. All right, you try. Little pig, let me in. Oh, good job, bellowed the wolf. Now, can you be like one of the other pigs? Yeah, he goes, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. Can you say that? Not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin, yelled Horace. It's a kind of a funny response, right? Not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. Well, he's a pig, but good job, okay? So we became the characters right there. We read it nice and like kind of like as if we were the wolf and the pig. Oh boy. I don't know if you know this part. You want to be the wolf again? So it says, then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Can you say that? Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down, cried the wolf. And he huffed and he puffed and whoosh, Horace's house blew down, down, down. Look at him. He's like, I'm in the bath. Good reading there. Horace yelped and scurried all the way to Boris's house of sticks. All right, so we got another quotation mark, so I'm going to read it like him. Look out, he cried, diving behind the sofa. There in the window were big, beady eyes and sharp, pointy claws. Now, I think I told you about this before. Do you see on the bottom here near its tail? I think this was in the Truck Full of Ducks. When there's those lines, those many lines, those dashes in between the letters, it's almost like they're stuttering, they're nervous, right? Remember the guy was like dump truck, like he was bopping up and down, he can't really get his words out. Here, the one pig is so nervous and so scared. He goes, it's the big bad wolf. Boris chattered, like he's so nervous, his teeth are chattering. Okay, so you can be cold and chatter, or you can be really nervous and chatter, or scared. Okay, can you be the wolf again? Okay, this is what he's going to say. He's going to say, little pigs, let me in. Okay, you try. Little pigs, let me in, roared the wolf. Oh, all right. I'll do this pig one here because they're doing the chattering again. So, not by the hairs on our chinny chin chins, trembled Boris. They're really scared. Oh gosh. All right, I have to get out of the way here. Okay, ready, wolves? Okay, ready? So this is what they're going to say. It says, then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. All right, can you try it? Okay, ready? Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. So the wolf huffed and he puffed and crash. Boar's house clattered down, down, down. Oh, run for your lives, pigs. Horace and Boris squealed and galloped all the way to Percy's house of bricks. Look out, they shouted, and Percy saw, oh, there's that suspenseful ellipsis right there, those 3 dots. What did he see? My guess is the pigs running after him or the big bad wolf's eyes again. Oh, it's the eyes. Big, beady eyes, sharp, pointy claws, and truly terrible teeth. It's a big bad wolf, he cried. What's going to happen now? Okay. All right. You got to be the wolf again. Okay. So remember the lines. It goes, little pigs, let me in. Okay. Ready? Okay. Little pigs, let me in, howled the wolf. How does Percy reply? Do you remember? It goes, can you be a little pig voice right now? Yeah. So he's going to say, not by the hairs on our chinny chin chins. Okay. Ready? Not by the hairs on our chinny chin chins, shouted Percy. Gosh, here comes the wolf. You ready for this big showdown? Yeah. Okay. So you got to be the wolf here, the quotation marks. Okay. They say, then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Ready? Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Good jobs. And so the wolf huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed. But Percy's brick house stayed up, up, up. Look at the wolf. He's like, man, this is tiring. I can't really do this. This is too much. Oh gosh, he didn't stop there. The big bad wolf couldn't believe his whiskers. Okay, I'm the big bad wolf, he howled. No tasty little pigs ever get away from me. There's, I tried to sound like the wolf there. Oh, help, shivered Horace. He's on the roof. What shall we do? Asked Boris. Quick, I have an idea. Oh, whispered Percy. Ooh, let me read that differently. Quick, I have an idea, whispered Percy, because I forgot to mention, if the writer says whisper, well, then I should sound like a whisper, right? Quick, I have an idea. Yum, yum, here I come, laughed the wolf, and he slid down the chimney. Ooh, do you see what's happening in that chimney? He's about to burn his bum. Right into a giant pot of boiling water. Ah! Ow, 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 screamed the wolf, burning his bottom. Then he leaped up from the pot and ran away as fast as he could. After that, the 3 little pigs never saw the wolf again. He learned his lesson. And with the help from Percy, they built one big, strong house where they could all live together. Oh, good. Right? Maybe he should have taught them how to build their own brick house instead of taking the easy way out. But yes, there. And look, I think Mom's coming to visit them. Wow, their house has a slide. That's pretty cool. Their house looks really nice. Oh, they have that moat around them. Do you see? Remember the creepy carrots? And there was that like tiny river around the house. Around the garden where the carrots, where that rabbit built, and he put like alligators there. So he was like, the carrots can never get out, right? And the carrots are like, yeah, you can never get in. Look, I think that alligator in that moat, that mini river is protecting them from that wolf. But I'm a little nervous. Wouldn't alligators want to eat pigs? I guess that's another story. I hope not. Okay. But great reading today. Thank you for reading the quotation marks with me. Okay. Thank you for becoming the characters. All right. That's part of reading fluently, is reading as if you were the character. Okay. It's fun to do that. And sometimes I like to do that in my head and give the other characters voices. Now, a lot of times they're just going to have my own voice, right? But as long as the quotation marks, I notice that is what the characters are saying, I get to understand what's really going on. Okay, so pay attention to all those punctuation marks. All right, and maybe try giving your characters in your books today a different voice. Okay, have a great day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.